Greetings, Shaun Pruitt here, Zacks Equity Strategist. Today, I'm going to be discussing 3 stocks to watch as President Trump reaches a trade deal with the United Kingdom. So with the deal focused on reducing trade barriers, it's noteworthy that several British ADRs, American Depository Receipts, are standing out and may be worthy of investors' consideration. So first up is Nomad Foods, ticker symbol NOMD, which sports a Zacks ranked #1 strong buy. And with this stock, so it was down about 2%, it's down about 2% right now. But Nomad is the largest frozen food supplier in Europe. And the trade agreement with the United Kingdom, there's a couple of ways to look into this. So the trade agreement with the United Kingdom will actually make it easier for Nomad to actually import ingredients if necessary. So the market reaction today, the stock was down. They usually serve just Europe. But if need be, if they do need to source ingredients from the United States, obviously this trade agreement will make it easier. And one important thing about Nomad, it's actually been a pleasant hedge against market volatility this year. It's up about 16% in 2025, actually 13% after today's slide. But the strong price performance could continue as EPS estimates have continued to trend higher over the last 60 days. And NMOD still trades under $20 and about 8.9 times forward earnings. And EPS is now expected to rise 11% this year and is projected to increase another 7% in fiscal 2026 to $2.31 per share. So here you can see that earnings estimate revisions trend over the last 60 days. F1 for fiscal 2025 is up 8%. F2 for fiscal 2026, also up about 8%. Next up is Rolls-Royce, ticker symbol RYCEY, and this currently has a Zacks ranked #2 buy. And Rolls-Royce was a topic of the conversation in Thursday's meeting in the Oval Office with President Trump. He was joking that he's obviously owned a few of the high-end luxury vehicles. So the premise here was that UK car tariffs will be lowered from 25% to 10% on the first 100,000 imported vehicles. So obviously that's a great thing for Rolls-Royce. And Rolls-Royce stock only trades around $10 a share. So the risk to reward is very favorable at the moment. And one thing about Rolls-Royce is it's also a provider of power systems for the aerospace and energy markets. So very intriguing stock to consider as far as a British ADR. Next up is BP, which currently holds a Zacks rank #3 hold. So formerly known as British Petroleum, BP is definitely shaping up to be a valuable buy the dip candidate. There could be better buying opportunities ahead, but BP shares are trading under $30. And at current levels, BP stock offers a very generous 6.75% annual dividend yield. And it's one of the most recognizable oil and energy companies in the world. So you would think that BP stock would regain its mojo or start to stabilize when crude prices stabilize. It's also noteworthy that BP was facing issues related to infrastructure projects due to higher steel and aluminum tariffs, which will be eliminated from a previous tax rate of 25% and should help the company out a lot. So as far as as part of the trade deal with the UK, Trump will be eliminating those 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum, which will help out BP significantly as far as their infrastructure projects. And piggybacking on that, what the United States gets out of the deal is pretty much free trade, better trade access, particularly among the beef and ethanol products. So going back to Nomad, it might be easier for them to be able to source ingredients from the trade deal, which, the market kind of reacted in the other direction today. But that's one thing that we are definitely known for in the United States is our beef, our agriculture. So the trade deal, our end of the trade deal with the UK is that our agriculture is going to be easier to import into the United Kingdom. So the bottom line is with the UK striking the deal with the US, these 3 ADRs are certainly worth watching in the coming weeks. And it wouldn't be surprising if analysts become more bullish on the short-term outlook. Again, I'm Shaun Pruitt, Zacks Equity Strategist. I hope you enjoyed this content. For more, please feel free to visit zacks.com/promo.